Okay, you guys are just doing the first 5 on this page, and number 1 is actually on your notes. So since it is on your notes, I can go through this just so you can kind of hear it again, go through it again. That kind of helps to have some repetition. So there's 3 steps on mean absolute deviation. And so step 1 is in the title. It's mean. You're finding the mean. So we are going to take all the numbers in this set and we're going to add them up and divide by how many there are. Now, when we add them, there are negatives. You have to include those negatives when you're first finding the average. So negative 18.4 plus 2.6 plus negative 4.5 plus 5.7 plus negative 8.8 plus negative 11.1. So when I hit enter, I get negative 34.5. Okay, that's not my average. That's the total. I need to go and count how many numbers I have in my set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I'm taking this number and I'm dividing it by 6. So when I do that, my mean is negative 5.75. Okay, that's not my answer. That's my average. I need that, though, for when I do step 2, which is finding the absolute deviation. So we are going to do that just like on the last worksheet where you just subtracted and you found the absolute value. That's the same thing, and this is the number we're using, the negative 5.75. So negative 5.75 minus, and we're going to go through every number in the list. So the first one, minus negative 18.4. So when I type it in my calculator, or if you're using an app or the calculator on Google, either way, I'm going to type in negative 5.75 minus negative 18.4. I put minus negative. That's what it says. I hit enter and I get 12.65. Next one, negative 5.75 minus 2.6 minus just regular 2.6. And that gives me negative 8.35. But since we're doing the absolute, I'm just going to write 8.35. I'm dropping the negative from that answer. Negative 5.75 minus negative 4.5. That's what's next. I'm going to go ahead and mark these off so I know which ones I've done. So in my calculator, negative 5.75 minus negative 4.5. Negative, whoop, just kidding. It's a 1.25. In the calculator, it does say negative 1.25, but remember, we're dropping them. You have to be careful, obviously, because I just almost messed it up myself. And I'm going to keep on going through the list. Negative 5.75 minus 5.7. Negative 5.75 minus 5.7. I get negative 11.45, but it's absolute, so I'm just putting 11.45. Moving on now to 8.8. Negative 5.75 minus negative 8.8. And that's how it should look in the calculator. Minus negative 8.8. And I get 3.05. And I'm going to have to scooch over to this other side. Negative 5.75 minus negative 11.1. So minus negative 11.1. And I get 5.35. That was step 2. I'm done. Now, I'm done with step 2. Step 3 is we're finding the mean again, but we're going to find the mean or the average of the numbers we just found. Okay, so that means I'm going to do the same thing I did in step 1, but now I'm going to use these numbers that I just got when I subtracted. So In my calculator, I'm going to start with 12.65 plus 8.35 plus 1.25 plus 11.45 plus 3.05 plus 5.35. When I hit enter, I get 42.1. That's not my answer. I have to divide by how many numbers were in this set, which I'm going to count them again just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just to make sure I didn't miss any. So I'm going to divide it by 6, and I get 7.01. So that's what you're doing for the next 4 problems. This one on number 2, you're going to get a whole number. Your final answer will not have a decimal. So if you get a decimal as your final answer, go back, check and see where you mixed up, okay? Just remember your 3 steps. If it helps, if you want to write this down on a piece of paper, step 1, you're finding the mean of your set of numbers. Step 2, absolute deviation. So you're subtracting, subtract, and drop. Drop the negatives from your answer. Okay, so don't drop the negatives from the problem when you're subtracting. Drop it from your final answer you get. And step 3, the mean. Again, mean of all numbers from step 2. Okay, it's a lot. It's only 3 steps, but it's a lot. So if you need help, if you get stuck, come back to this page. If you need to message me, ask for help, please do that. If you want to set up a Google Meet so you can actually see and we can work together, that works too. You just have to let me know. You have to message me or email me, okay? Have a great weekend. This will be due on Tuesday since it's a 3-day weekend. Labor Day is on Monday. Have a good long weekend.